So starting the test drive in this Yukon Elevation here, 5.3 V8, pretty strong. And I just like how they paired it with the 10-speed automatic. The 10-speed that Ford and GM kind of use together is really great on these Expeditions, these Yukons, these Tahoes. And it's so quick to shift. Now, sometimes that, depending on how you're wanting to drive, and that's what the drive modes are for, it can be a bit much. But if you need a sportier pull or whatever, put it in a sport mode, and then you don't have to worry about having to go through all 10 of those gears repeatedly. But let's give it a pull here. So certainly not giving it too much, but got up to speed with ease. Great merging power. And with the glare here, the adaptive cruise is not wanting to stay engaged, which is to be expected, but normally not a big issue there. But I can barely see out the windshield myself, so I can't be mad at the camera. All in all, pretty good ride quality here. Very, very smooth. And with the 20s, not really noticing the road noise at all. I'm gonna slow down to pass this truck here. But yeah, just super impressive in terms of the sound acoustics in the cabin. Drivability is nice. I like this because it feels big in all the good ways. I'm riding up higher. I feel like I'm more secure in this bigger vehicle, but it still drives not overly big, if that makes sense. I don't feel like I'm in a full-size SUV that I'm in right now. I've had to use an Expedition Max. My Machi's in the shop for a camera issue, and that just feels a lot bigger than this Yukon does in terms of the maneuverability. Now again, that one is a Max, so it'd be like driving a Suburban or something like that, but I do feel like the Tahoes and the Suburbans, the Yukons, Yukon XLs, Escalades, they don't drive as big as they are. As opposed to the Expeditions, you feel like you're in an Expedition. But a lot of people like that about those. Now I want to give one more thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Yukon today. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you are looking to find the best price on something closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out your info. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on a new Yukon or any new vehicle you might be interested in. But for the Elevation here, I like how GM kind of adapted there. And you know, GM has always been one of those companies where, as they should be, they're kind of focused on their shareholders. They're focused on making their profit, just in the more upfront way, not with financing and certain things like with Chrysler and how Nissan does what they do. You're getting an expensive vehicle. When you're looking at General Motors products, for the most part, unless you're looking at the Chevy Trax or the budget vehicles, you're getting something that's not cheap. So leather wrapped steering wheel, heated, new screens, all this stuff costs money. Very nice. So even in the Elevation here at 75, 76 grand, not really a crazy price to me, at least, where you get your heated, cooled seats, your panoramic sunroof, adaptive cruise control. Again, you feel like you're in something, even though it's a lower trim and you could go up to a Denali Ultimate, this feels just as nice, unless you're, I guess if you're kind of used to having a Denali, used to having a Denali Ultimate, yeah, you're gonna notice some things that are missing here as opposed to those higher trims. But if you're coming out of anything else in a standard, let's say an XLT from Ford or an SLE, SLT from GM, or even like the LTs with the comfort package, premium package in the Tahoes and Suburbans, you won't miss anything. Again, this one is equipped with that technology package, which helps, having that heads-up display, rear camera mirror, and then the optional roof. They just did a really good job with this trim for the money, in my opinion. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 GMC Yukon in the Elevation trim level.